hypothetically. So
Mhm.
if you were someone that you frequently wore see-through clothing, you frequently wore clothing that had like a camel toe out, always showing a lot of cleavage. You were just a girl that was, you really was out here. You wore clothes that accentuated your body parts, showed a lot of your body. So if you were to get into a relationship with a man, you're telling me that you would still be on the same type of time. You would still dress the same way.
Mm, mm, mm.
I would. And the reason I would
Oh
is
Lord.
simple.
Hell no.
And then when she finished,
Sit
let
back.
me tell a story. Go ahead.
Let me sit back down. The
What's
reason
going
I
on?
would is because
Hell.
you can't. How am I supposed to know that you don't like that? If you meet me that way, right, and I go on our first date, and I have all my cleavage out, and I have all my cleavage out, and I have on a mini skirt, okay, and then we go on our second date, and I have all my cleavage out, and I go on a mini skirt. If you don't tell me by that second date that you send a suggestion, or in the early stages of dating, like, oh, this is what I like, I think you look nice in these kind of dresses, or hell, show up with a dress, okay, send something over so I can get an idea. But if
Come on,
you
man.
play along all that time and then decide you
I ain't
want to
gonna lie.
switch up and tell me that I should dress differently, that's like a lot. What if I don't know how to dress conservatively?
I,
What if that's
I ain't gonna
all
lie.
I know?
Yeah, my
So
grandmother told me if you ain't gonna buy the shit that you want her to wear, don't fucking say nothing about it. Now that one, I do kind of agree with that one, cause I will buy that shit and be like, fuck that, with all this fucking moose knuckles showing all over the fucking place, man. Don't fucking let your moose knuckle flap. Here, put this shit on. Fuck that
Now the
shit. Wear
moose
some
showing
jeans.
is wild as fuck, cause that's a lot. I could never
Fucking
think
moose
of letting
knuckle.
my cootie mama show out. Like,
I mean, but
Hey,
if you
hush,
you have to
hush.
look at, if this is really how a person is, right? Some things is just not easy for a person to change like that overnight, But if the different conversations, like, you are supposed to, no, you need to look, because I don't know if you got a man or a woman or whatever, but this is important to know, okay? When you start talking to people and you sending out hints and stuff about like what you like I had a boyfriend, like, he loved me in dresses,
Yeah.
and like, I will wear jeans, or I will wear shorts, or tights a lot and things like that. And every time I would wear a dress, he would compliment me like a little bit extra, but like, I really love you in dresses that look good, and I like when you wear dresses like this. Or hell, even panties. I love French cut lace voice shorts. When you hear stuff like that, if you're really into pleasing a person that you with, you're gonna take that into consideration and hold it in the back of your mind. But that takes time. You can't just say, I don't want you showing no more cleavage. Like, to be honest, that's going to start problems because you weren't honest and forthright in the beginning.
Yeah,
okay,
that could be. That could cause problems. You're right.
okay. So
Yeah.
first of all, when it comes to wearing stuff like panties, boy shorts, lingerie, that's something that's going to be being worn and seen indoors. If you're in a relationship with a man, and you sleep in the same bed as this man, this is the man that you're having sex with. Like, I mean, don't you just think that certain things should become sacred at that point when y'all are in a relationship? Like, I mean, I as a man, I can tell you that most men don't want other the world to be seeing, like, what their woman is working with for the most part. Like, they most men just don't want that to be the case. Like, you don't think that, like, even if you were dressing a certain way before, like, I'm in a relationship now, like, maybe like, I don't even think a man should have to tell you to tone it down. Like, you in a relationship with a man now. Like, no?
but no, boy, you have to understand if a dude is meeting a woman and she's dressing like that, then don't expect her to just switch it up because y'all together. She's basically comfortable with the way she's dressing. So if y'all in a relationship, she's not gonna say, "Oh, now I have a man, let me cover up," because it's given. Only reason I show my ass is because I wanted a man. But if for the man, if you don't like your girls dressed like that, don't meet a woman and don't date a woman that literally dressed like that already when y'all first meet.
Well,
Now, in the
okay,
midst of the
okay.
conversation, like the post you had, in the midst of her changing and deciding want to show some ass, I mean, like the dude said, he left. That's the best thing you should do, because at the end of the day, she's going to wear what she want to wear.
Okay, so when women wear very revealing clothing, are do you? And this is just your personal opinion. Do you think most women are wearing this revealing clothing because they just feel very sexy and confident in it, or are they wearing that revealing clothing because they do want to attract certain attention from men?
I have a friend that literally dressed like that, and she wears that shit because
I'm not
she
talking
thinks
about
she.
your friend, gang. I'm
Okay, well,
asking you,
any
what do
female,
you
I
think
can't
most
speak for
women do
everybody.
it
I
for?
don't dress like that, so I can't even say I feel well. I kind of, but I don't show ass and do too much. But it's me. It seems it's a confident thing. It have nothing to do with a man. Women
Okay.
dress because they want to dress. It's for us. It's for us and the girls.
I
No.
personally
Everybody say
think a
that
lot of
same
women
shit.
do it for attention. I
Yeah,
do
they
think a
do.
lot of
Yeah,
women
they
do
do.
it for attention
Yeah, they
because
do.
I mean, I'm not wearing my titties out for no woman. I'm not trying to get a woman to look at my titties. I want a man to look at them. If I have them out
Here, let me give you.
in a certain way. That's just me personally, and I know a lot of other women. In my personal opinion, when women dress a certain way, it is for um to get the attention of a man. It doesn't always attract the right attention, but it is to get the attention of a man. They want to feel sexy. They feel like it's going to boost them in competition when it comes to getting attention from men. So a woman that's much more covered up may not get those quick eyes that a woman who has her cleavage and her body out, which I've seen that to be true. However, I have seen the man switch up and give more attention to the conversation of a more modest woman. So that's
Okay.
also something to consider. But to your point, no, that is not right. No, she's not going to say, I'm in a relationship now. Let me stop dressing the way I did when he first was attracted to me. Now, you enjoyed the show all that time. You the one that
Yeah, I
switched
mean,
up.
that one I
One
can agree
second, one
with.
second, one second, one second. Here, to the ladies in here that want to listen, okay? I'm not talking to the ladies that don't want to listen and heed what I'm about to say. To the ladies that do want to listen, let me give you some advice, okay? In this world that we live in, your presentation does matter. And you know, people say, "Oh, only God can judge this, that, and the third." Well, in reality, people judge people. Okay, people do judge you based off of how you present yourself, and people are more than aware that they're judged based on how they present themselves, and that's why people wear certain things when they're going to certain settings. That's why when you go to a job interview, men and women dress a certain way. When you go to the pool, you dress a certain way. When you go to a cookout, when you go to a party, when you go to a club, when you go to a lounge, you dress a certain way. You people are more than aware that they are judged by how they present themselves. So guess what? If I go outside today and I have a police officer uniform on, if there's some trouble going on around me, if people are having a hard time, I shouldn't be surprised if people come and come to me because they want me to take care of something, even though I might not be a police officer. If I have a firefighter uniform on and there's a fire around and people see me in a firefighter uniform, they might it's highly likely that they're gonna come and want me to come help put that fire out because I have a firefighter uniform on. So if you are a woman, and look, if you're a woman that you regularly, consistently dress a certain way, I just want you, I'm a young man, okay? I don't care. I don't care. You can say that you're doing it for yourself. You can say you're doing it to feel sexy and confident, this, that, and the third. Most men are going to see you as a hoe, okay? You might not be a hoe, but that's what you're going to be seen as. If men go on your social media profile and all you're doing is accentuating your body parts and putting your body out there for everybody to see,
I get fruit.
most men are not going to be like, oh my gosh, she might have a lot more depth to her. Let me go see. Let me go actually try to talk to her and see if she has more than that. No, they're gonna be in your DMs trying to fuck you because that's the energy that you're giving out. Okay, so if you really a bad bitch, if you really got the body that you say you have, and you're so confident and you're so sexy and this, that, and the third, why do you have to show so much? Let me tell you, ladies, something. The woman that can be fully covered up and still look really fire
Gang.
and still look really good, that's the girl that the guys like. The girl that can put on the turtleneck, the girl that can put on the sweater and the jeans
Not a
and
fucking.
still be fire. That's the girl that the guys like. That's the girl that the guys want to date. That's the girl that the guys want to make. That's the girl that the guys want. That's the girl that the guys want to make a girlfriend. Not the girl that every time we see her, she just all everything all out for everybody to see. So again, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. You don't have to take what I'm saying. But just know that if you put on a hoe's uniform, you will be treated as a hoe and you will be perceived as a hoe.
Nah, that's facts.
Hey man,
And
if I see a
I have to
woman in a
say,
maxi dress, huh? If I
no,
see a
I
woman
just
in
want
a
to.
dress,
Listen. At the end of the day, do what you want to do though,
but you see results.
it's all about women's empowerment, and it's about body
Yeah,
empowerment, and we
I
got the
guess.
slut walk and all this stuff going on. So wear what you want to wear. Have your camel toe out, have your titties out all the time, have your ass all out for everybody to see. And
Results.
look, at the end of the day, you women that say, "Oh, it's all about being confident and sexy," and I'm doing it for me. Tell me what percentage of men you have pursuing you for serious relationships. When men hit you up, tell me what percentage of those men is really not on some like I'm just trying to fuck you and just coming off just crazy to you. Because that's the energy that you putting out there. That's how majority of men are perceived. I want y'all to tell me, since you women that do all these things, since you have a bunch of men pursuing you for serious relationships. I
Mm,
digress. I digress. I digress. I don't got
man,
again.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you.
just for the woman that wanted to heed what I just said. If you don't want to heed that, you don't have to heed it. I don't come on here to give people advice. I just come on here to have conversation. But I do want to help the women that you do want to be taken serious by majority of men. You do want to be in a relationship with a man that you don't want a man just trying to run game you and just try to fuck you like a lot of these other girls. If you heed if you heed the advice that I just gave you, you'll be all right.
Mm, man,
I
dude,
just
I
want to
look at a
Mhm.
say.
woman.
I just want to
That,
say what you wearing is not. I know a lot of men who think all women are hoes anyway. So what you have on is not going to stop them from thinking that you're not a hoe. A bitch can wear a whole, her whole body clothes, and she still can be a hoe. Not what you wearing don't make you a hoe. Now what you do with your
no, it
body.
doesn't.
I'm not saying. I'm talking
That's
about
not
the
what it said.
perception.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not. I'm not disagreeing with you saying no, but I understand completely what you're saying. But I'm just putting that out there that a lot of men think women are hoes anyway.
No, we don't. No, we don't. I
I
see a
didn't say
woman
all
in a
men. I said
sundress.
a lot of men.
Yeah, I don't think it. Well, I mean, I guess a lot could be 5 million of the of the three billion dudes. So 5 million is still a lot of motherfuckers, man. So I mean, it could be. I don't see a lot of dudes that see a woman in a sundress and some wedges, at the grocery store that that all the way down to her ankles and say, you know what, that woman right there, man, she about to go do some nasty shit. Like I just don't like most dudes don't think that. I just don't think so. Right? We're
That's
not
true.
seeing that as the low hanging easy fruit. We just don't. We see that as somebody who this is a lady who looks really nice, man. I like the way she looks, and maybe I can form a relationship with her. But whereas we see the girl with the with the shorts and the booty cheeks hanging out, and that's low hanging fruit, right? I'm about to get that. I'm not about to take it to the crib, right? And I might not take it to my house because I don't want to know where the fuck I live at. But that's my low hanging fruit. That's for me tonight, but not for tomorrow.
And
This man just said, no, look what he just said. Prime example, long nails. Hey, how the fuck a wig make you a hoe?
I don't know about
I
that.
want to say something, and then Bree can speak, and then Lutzy, you can speak. Listen, ladies, because again, apparently, bro, I don't know. Even in 2023, I just don't know certain things. I don't know if somebody didn't teach y'all. Men know how to step to women, and men step to women accordingly. So again, if a woman is putting herself out there in a certain manner, most men are going to most men are going to approach her if they do step to her according to the way that she's putting herself out there. If a woman is dressed professionally, she's not out here doing the most. Men are not going to step to that woman crazy, because just inherently they perceive her a certain way. So they're going to be much more respectful. They're going to be a lot much more of a gentleman. That's just what they're going to do. So
Um,
do not think that you about to be out here having a whole outfit on, your little Megan Thee Stallion Halloween outfit on, and man is about to, come up to you asking you what your name is and trying to actually have like a conversation with you. No, most men are not doing that. Go ahead, Bree. I'm sorry.
No, but I was gonna say the same thing that Keith was saying. Like, if I'm going to Walmart, I'm running into Walmart and I'm looking a little bit crazy, maybe have like some shorts on, just run in there real quick. I may get approached by like different people versus, me wearing professional attire. Different people approach you. It's like different attention that you draw. Me personally, I don't know why women choose to dress how they dress, but for me, as someone who is very blessed in the hips and
right.
upper chest, I choose
That's it.
to not expose that a lot because I don't want attention. That's me personally. I don't want a lot of attention or negative attention from
That's you,
guys.
girl.
And
That's
I
you,
grew
girl.
up I grew up Southern Baptist, so we couldn't wear like tight
Oh, yeah.
clothes and stuff like that for a very long time.
You could not.
I want to
You
say
could have,
something.
girl.
Bree.
You
I
said
want
you
to say
can't.
something.
Go. I'm
No,
sorry
my
about
dad
that.
used
Go
to
ahead, bro.
throw like my tights away and my shorts away. He used to
Wow.
say stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to say something before you spoke real quick, Lottie. And again, what I don't understand, especially like with black women, if y'all are so naturally curvaceous, especially women that that have like chest and stuff like that, when you put on like it's for some of y'all it don't matter what you wear. Like you're the way your body composition is, certain
Wow.
parts of your body are just naturally going to be accentuated. So why do you need to do the most? So as a man, the girl that she got the Betty Crocker cakes down there. When she has on the sundress, we're going to see that she has the Betty Crocker cake. She don't need to wear booty shorts that
Right.
expose all of her ass. The girl
We
that
don't want
got
that though.
the girl that got the milkers, the girl that got the knockers, she don't need to show her cleavage. She don't need to have all her titties out for us to see that she got titties. So like
That T-shirt.
why do you need to do the most if when you fully covered, we're gonna be whether you got jeans on, whether you got leggings on, whether you got a sundress on, we're going to see what you're working with. So why do you need
Yeah.
to have everything exposed? Answer
Yes.
that for me.
Yes. Yes.
The negative attention. They say they don't, but some people just really like
Attention
that
whores.
kind of attention.
Y'all are attention whores. And you get
Yeah,
all
I
the wrong
mean,
then
it's
you get
true.
all the wrong attention and then you cry about it later. You get all the wrong attention, and then you got the nerves to say how these men are low vibrational and how they ain't shit and this, that, and the third. That's because you're low vibrational and you ain't shit woman. Look how you present to the world. But you want people to take you serious.
I mean,
I'm supposed,
well,
I'm supposed, I'm supposed,
those.
I'm supposed to go to my professional job. I'm supposed to go to a job interview, and have this Nike top on, and these black Nike shorts that I got on, and these Jordan flip flops that I got by me right now. But I'm supposed to like really expect to be taken serious by the people that's interviewing me. Make it make sense. Go ahead, Lottie. Oh, I'm sorry, Plus. Did you have something you wanted to say?
No, no, it wasn't my turn anyway.
Go ahead, Lottie. Go ahead.
All right, so
Maybe I
I
don't know what I'm
wanted
talking
to
about.
answer to that. My answer is this: there are some women who dress. Okay, first, it is for attention. Everybody's looking for validation, but a lot of women are not doing it for validation from men because men give validation regardless, right? A lot of them it's in competition with or for the validation of the girls. A man will compliment you regardless of what you're wearing. Men are easy. Men are loose. You have to understand. You don't have to do much to get compliments from men. So if you're a woman who is, the type of girl who likes to dress up and be the fashion over girl or whatever, you're not doing all them things. Not all, but a lot of them is not doing it for women. I mean for men. Because men are gonna, even if she was wearing sweatpants, men was gonna be thirsty there regardless. So they do it for other women, right? Men will always be chasing tail. It's what they do. So you're not as a woman, I don't think a lot of women is worried about or craving the attention of men. I think if you went from being like maybe not pretty in high school and then you became pretty in college, maybe then you'll do things for the validation of men. But if you've always had male attention, you understand that it's not hard to get. Like, the only difference is volume. And when you were saying if you dress respectable, men won't approach you, you don't understand how unhinged men are. The difference is only volume. Men will approach. Like, some men are so unhinged, even though he sees himself and he knows his status in life, like you see yourself. Why would you approach me? Where's this confidence coming from? I know you saw yourself this morning in the mirror. What is this? Have you ever spoken to a bird like me? Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's offensive. I'm not going to hold you. But these men is unhinged, bro. They're unhinged. They will approach you no matter what you're looking like.
Nah, for real.
Nothing is higher than the male audacity. You have to understand that. Men have nothing, like, there are certain men, bruv. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, he's gonna move to you. So the only
No,
difference
I
is
don't.
volume. Hey,
No, I don't.
I'm telling you.
I
No,
ignore 99.
She's speaking facts right now.
Yeah,
Facts.
the
I ignore
only difference is
99.9% of
volume.
I
women.
know she's speaking facts. Not saying
Yeah,
that because I don't be doing that, but men definitely say, hey,
they're
Some thirsty
unhinged.
motherfuckers out there, bro.
right.
You're right.
No,
Some thirsty
like,
motherfuckers out there.
and you know when you were saying, Keith, when you were like, if if a woman is dressed a certain way, like let's say she's dressed, covered up, a man's not gonna think that she's a hoe. He's not gonna think that until she turns him down. Like, you will approach a man. I mean, he'll approach you, being like, "Hey, can I get your number?" You turn him down. All of a sudden, he starts cussing you. Oh, you this, you that,
Huh?
you that. But in the
No,
beginning, you were.
that's him just trying to demean you. He doesn't actually think you're a hoe. Like, but no,
I
I was
don't.
talking about low hanging fruit. Like the low hanging fruit is look what we think is really easy to get. That, but the dudes that do that, that when they get rejected, man, those just
They
they're
be
just piece of shit
butthurt.
ass motherfuckers,
Yeah, they
man.
be
They
butthurt.
just
No, but
slimy
that's
dudes, man.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the female experience. Like, our experience with men is like that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Noble. You guys don't get hit on by men, and you don't get approached by men, so you don't understand. That's
Right.
our experience with them. This is how they operate. So when I go out, like for example, if my girlfriend has something going on, and maybe the occasion is like beach wear, I'm not doing it to get no male attention, because I get male attention regardless. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I understand that there'll be volume, but I'm not doing it for men. Now, some women do, yeah, but a lot of women don't, because we get that attention regardless.
I don't know. I don't
I
think.
hear that. That's true.
I don't
That's
think
I
that's
actually
what I
do agree
said.
with
Women
that.
do it
pretty
for
is
the
Hmm.
girls, because women are in
pretty is
competition with
different,
other
man.
women, not with men. We don't have an issue with getting men, as y'all say. Oh, women get men very easily. So it's not for, oh, let me hurry up and get a man. It's not that hard. It's competition for the
It's
girls.
the
Sadly, but
competition is
yeah.
fierce for the top 15% of men. It's fierce. Believe me, I know it's fierce. That competition is fierce,
Oh,
Yes,
and
it
Lutzy.
is.
those
Women that
the
are in
mid
that
level motherfuckers
competition,
don't want.
Oh, Lutzy,
those
real quick,
women in that
bro.
competition, they
No,
already know the game.
Time out. Lutzy,
Right.
I want